Actually, we're with a tribute group called Spice, and we travel around with another group called Backstreet, and we do tribute to Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears as well. And we travel all across Canada. And in the process of doing this, we met up with George at several of the shows that we've done, and also heard about several people that were in need of transplants. And we have, along the way, tried to support that as much as possible and kind of try to raise awareness whichever city we go to, because it is a very important cause. And we've also just recently gotten to make arrangements to donate proceeds of our shows as well to George to help with his walk along the way in the coming summer, and with any else that may be needed. Anything else you need to say?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Never, you can't say that Spice never has a loss of anything to say, that's for sure. Actually, yeah, we are a show that travels across Canada and actually the States now. Lookalikes, you know, with the costumes. And we actually really do sing and dance, lots of choreography. I have a question though, just out of curiosity. Who, like, the one thing that everybody, when you first think about organ donors, the first thing you think is okay, well, yeah, someday, or I may have, or someday there's going to be somebody that I know that needs an organ. But actually, I sort of twisted my little thoughts around, and it's the other way around too. That's really cool. My question is, just out of curiosity, who's lost somebody that they really cared about and wished that they could just keep on living? Anybody? Well, there's one person, two people. Okay, three. I have a feeling there are a few more. Four, okay. Do I hear five? No, this isn't an auction. Yeah, so like, you don't have to put your hand up because you know that you have somebody that you cared about that passed on, and it's like, oh God, I wish that they could have lasted longer. I wish I still had them in my life. I had a brother who died, and at the time when he passed on, I was just like, don't touch him, leave him alone. You know, oh my God, he's died, he's dead. Oh my God. And it was a few years ago, and the way I feel now is I wish that we had the insight at the time when we were grieving to say, pass some of those organs on. Because one thing that would be really cool now is to know that part of him is still alive out there. And now it's like he's gone, he's just a memory. But it'd be so cool to know that part of him is living in somebody else now. Another thing that George is putting together now is a mutual consent. Believe it or not, if you donate your organ, you're not allowed, your family isn't allowed to know who they donated the organ, who you donated your organ to. They don't know. And he's trying to change that. Because if our family had done that, if my brother passed an eye on to someone else or a body part to somebody else, I would want to, you know, hold on to that person. I'd want to say, hey, you know, I'd want to watch how they were going, you know, slip him a couple of bucks if he needed it, you know, just to know that that my brother still exists somehow through life. So that's another way of looking at it when you're, you know, if this topic ever happens to pop up in your, you know, in your life. I mean, God forbid that it ever happens, but good chances it will somewhere down the line. So just something to think about, something to ponder. And actually, we're going to be a person in your neighborhood the whole show for New Year's. We're at City Hall. And come on down, say hi. And Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
I can always tell the entertainers, I take the microphone off the hook, and anyways, that was quite good. I'd like to thank all these people for being here because they've taken a lot of time out of their busy schedule, and they do have a lot of commitment. I would ask you to consider signing an organ donation card. I had my own doubts about doing that, and until I met George, I hadn't really given a lot of thought. But I have signed it, I've talked to my family, and I think it's one of the easiest things you can do, really. But again, I want to thank these people, and I'm really pleased that George picked our college to get involved. And we're going to challenge all the Ontario colleges. It's a difficult topic. I know you'd rather be listening to some maybe crazy, wild entertainer, but I think when it's all said and done, those of you who have listened will agree that it's probably one of the most worthwhile topics that we can discuss. So thank you again. Thank you very much.
Oh, they're all like that.
One-way streets. One-way streets. Oh, God.
Yeah, and islands.
What program did you take?
Well, I took the electronics program. What was it? Technology, electronic technology program.
Okay. You know, I've got all the information from your talk, but just to get it on tape,
Okay.
unfortunately, this is battery operated, so it's close to the wall. If I could just ask you why you're starting the step-by-step program and your walk across Canada, and why you started with Concerta.
Well, we started the walk a few years ago, and why we're doing this is to, for me to personally say thank you, but also to address the critical shortage of organ and tissue donations in Canada. It's been the lowest now for 14 years. Why Conestoga College is involved is because I came to Conestoga College, and I thought that you know, we really needed to bring this awareness at a student level. And what better place than the school that you went to? I got in contact with Jack Fletcher, who's just been a wonderful help, and you know, all the people from the student services and the other, what's that other board called, DAS?
DSA?
DSA, sorry. They've been just so wonderful in helping. So what we're going to put together is, with their help, we're going to try and get every single college, not only around Ontario, but right across Canada, on board and involved while we're walking through their respective areas. So we're very, very excited about this and reaching many, many, many students this way.
Okay, depending on your success in Canada, do you plan on going outside of the country and maybe hitting the US, or are you just more concerned in Canada?
Well, we're trying to take it one step at a time. I think that after we do Canada, there will be somewhat of a universal focus in what we've done here. I think the spirit that we're trying to create as a country might reflect to the rest of the world. So who knows? This might become a global project. But you know, we got our hands full right now with just Canada.
Great, good stuff. That's all I need to need. That's not the rest of the information about how we get tennis. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good way of putting it.
Yeah, that's your spiel. Go for it. It is your spiel. I think it is your spiel.
Okay, so if you want to start?
Hi there. I'm Baby from Spice.
And I'm Posh
From Spice.
from Spice as well. And we've been hooking up with George all across the country, and we've been trying to raise awareness for the organ donations, and trying to definitely help George out with reaching everybody across Canada and bringing this point home about the importance of organ donations and the awareness of families speaking together and making the decision to do so.
Our angle actually is because we're in the entertainment field. The organ donor tends to be such a heavy topic. It's so heavy laden that the entertainment sort of lightens it up a little bit. I mean, no matter how sick you are, you still need some humor, some laughter in your life. We hope to bring that a little bit around, but also we target all ages, but the children and the preteens and the teens. This is a good way as well. It's something that a child should learn. Yes, start at being educated early in life, so that when it comes time for them to choose whether to donate their organs or not, it's already a part of their life. That's something that they already understand, so they can make an educated choice.
And once again, we've hooked up. We are, as George is here in Kitchener now, and we're here helping him out. We're also back for New Year's Eve in Kitchener in front of City Hall at 8 till 11 o'clock with the Britney Spears tribute, Backstreet for Backstreet Boys, and Spice for Spice Girls. And we'll be there, I believe, with the Down South Blues Band.
Now we come to the part,
it's
Diana. This is the part that
momentous occasion
where we